This segment is sponsored by the Richmond Sentinel, providing news, entertainment, and human interest stories in print and online.
Well, travel, as we all know, is back. People are enthusiastically, cautiously, safely traveling. You've been a few places. I've been to a few places. Nice to be back on a plane. We're having someone join us right now. Her first appearance on the show, and she's joining us from Los Angeles to share some great travel news and travel tips. Sustainable travel and human connection experts. Michaela Guzy, the founder of content house Oh the People You Meet, focusing on people, places, and purposes. A first time, as I mentioned, on this show. Michaela, welcome to Our City Tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great to have you.
It's very exciting to have you. We're going to focus on one particular destination today. Fiji Airways just started a non-stop flight to Fiji.
From right here.
Vancouver, yes, and very, very exciting. Tell us a little bit about this, how this happened.
Yes, absolutely. So first off, thank you for having me, Canada. You are very lucky. You have a new direct flight, which has just started on November the 25th. It leaves from Vancouver nonstop to Nandi, which is in Fiji, and that's twice a week on Mondays and Fridays, putting you direct to those white sand, remote beaches, those great nature escapes. And you can also climb through caves while you're hiking to go snorkel with sharks in crystal blue turquoise waters. But as the founder of Oh the People You Meet, I'm always excited to immerse myself in local culture. And there are so many wonderful ways to experience Fijian traditions. Do you want to know more?
Of course.
Well, the one thing that you've talked a lot about to us is, and more people are looking for this, is that sustainable, or as I say, conscious travel, where they want to know that they're helping the environment. They also want to know that their dollars are going to the right people, the locals, and that certainly is the case in Fiji.
Absolutely. So I just had the Minister of Tourism of Fiji on my podcast, Inspiration Station, and he shared that for every 20 travelers that come to Fiji, that creates one job for a local Fijian. And so this sustainable job development is truly going back to the local people and helping support their economy. And Fiji is one of those places that has a very rich and vibrant local culture. They're very community focused. And some of those traditions I was alluding to before are going to drink their traditional kava, or eating out of the underground lomo, which is the buried traditional cooking method that they have, or even dancing meke, which will test my dancing skills there, but I'm always willing to try something once.
Wonderful. Well, I've been to Fiji many, many years ago. You kind of spurred me on to thinking about it again. Tell us what someone can expect on this nonstop flight from Vancouver.
It's just over 11 hours on this nonstop flight, and that's like 2 movies, a meal, and a nap, and then you're in paradise.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I can do 11 hours in my sleep. You left out maybe several cocktails and a little wine, but...
Oh, for sure. That goes without saying.
Yeah. Obviously, the direct flight is helping, but why is Fiji on your wish list? And talk a bit more about what people can experience when they're there.
Absolutely. I've never been. It will be my 113th passport stamp this February when I go. They have something for every type of traveler. So whether or not you're a family, you're a couple, you're a wellness guru, they have hotel offerings and experiences at every budget level. You can check out the Sofitel or the Radisson Blu. If you want to cash in your points, there's the Intercontinental and Marriott. And when I go film my show, Oh the People You Meet, I'm going to be staying at some eco-chic boutique hotels called Nunuku Resort and Lumani Island, which I can't wait to check out. And of course, I'm going to immerse myself in that traditional Fijian culture.
Now, we're filming this about a week before we air, so let's talk about travel restrictions. I know those can change at any time, but are there any people need to look out for?
Well, as of September 5th, Fiji removed all testing requirements, but do still require that you have a vaccination and travel insurance. And I would have always recommended traveling with travel insurance anyway. Lots of things can happen. I personally have an annual executive policy by Allianz, which gives me lost and stolen luggage coverage, as well as emergency medical and special COVID-19 policies. And they have trip-by-trip policies too. So if you only wanted a policy for Fiji, you can get that too.
Michaela, as we wrap up here, just quickly, what's the best time to go?
Oh, Fiji's an all year round destination. June through August are definitely high season, so you'll probably be seeing the highest rates around then. But for Canadians, I highly recommend going during tropical season, which is January through March. And that's when you can get some really special deals.
Oh boy, you got me wanting to travel there. And what was the phrase you said to us earlier? Is it
Plop and drop. Plop and drop.
Flop and drop, which is what you want to do while you're in the islands. Hey, it's been a great pleasure having you on the show, Michaela. We hope to have you back with more tips for people as people travel more and more this winter and into the summer. We'll have all of the information in our closing credits, including Fiji Airways. And also make sure you check out Michaela online, very active on YouTube, on all the other social media apparatuses. As she mentioned, podcasts, it's all there. Just look up Michaela Guzy, Instagram, YouTube, it's all there. Thanks for joining us. And we should say before you go, you're actually packing for St. Louis in mid-November and Saudi Arabia, France, and England all in one pack. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have you back and give us some packing tips.
For sure. Well, I hope you'll pack a bag and journey on with me, and hopefully we'll see you in Fiji.
Thanks, Michaela. Safe travels. We'll have all Michaela Guzy's information.